evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is wonderful having you all out here tonight. Now, I would like to start the 2013 Fairview Middle School Poetry Jam off with a little piece by a classic Russian poet, Alexander Pushkin. It was originally written in Russian and translated to English, so you guys could understand it. Now, without further ado, the poet. Till Apollo demands his share, and poet has to sacrifice, he is steeped in the mundane affairs, and doesn't mind to step aside. His sacred lyra's grown silent, the soul's asleep in heavy dream, and amongst others simple-minded, perhaps he holds the lowest esteem. But once the holy call arrives, and reaches ears that await, soul opens wings mighty and great, the poet's spirit now revives. The earthly joys bring but despair, he stays away from gossip spread. At feet of all the people's idol, he doesn't bend his proud head. He flees away, he is wild and stalwart, he's full of words and he's amazed. His soul is lost in shores and windy surfs, and wanders in an oak-grove maze.
Why are you here? Why are you willing to sit through dozens of poems about love for imaginary people and food? Is it because of your overwhelming passion for poetry? Or just to add another home video to your collection? Or to earn extra credit from your teachers? Let us tell you why we are here. We take history classes and learn about people who have left their mark on the world again and again. And we hear about the great things they've accomplished. We want to join them and not to be forgotten, even if it's just by the people of this room.
We write to be remembered. Like the movie Dead Poets Society, like the characters, we search for identity, to find ourselves in the words we write, to become a part of something more than ourselves. So again, why are you here, parents? Each poem tells a story, but when joined together, they show life through our eyes. We are sharing our poems with you, so you can see the things we see, laugh at the things we laugh at, and even if it's just for one moment, to connect our lives with yours. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the 2013 Fairview Middle School Poetry Jam, #YOLO.
Our first readers for today will be Lisa Mayer Bass, Preston Robinson, and Claire Overhaul.
Goodbye doesn't mean you're gone forever. It means you are taking a break, however. You are going on a journey to the unknown. High school is a brand new endeavor. At first, it may be hard on your own. When in new places, we tend to feel alone. We take along what we have learned and look back once we are grown. It's normal to feel a bit concerned. You are leaving behind things you've earned, such as the friends that you have made, but the meeting with them is not adjourned. New things tend to make us afraid, but our feelings are no need for foreign aid. We have experienced a lot since preschool, where, when we were little, we all played. Use your experience as a stepping stool. As you go to the great unknown, you'll look back at past experiences whenever life presents you with a problem that is cruel. For goodbye doesn't mean you're gone forever. It means you're taking a break, however. You are going on a journey to the unknown. High school is a brand new endeavor.
Good evening. I will be reading a poem entitled Symbolizing Poetry. Poetry is a form of expression when you're in a recession, when you're stressing, or just being yourself, because it requires no help, no chore, no task, and creating a piece of artwork used as a mask. It's a chance to be true, and like a verb, do. It's poetry, know what I mean? It livens, is real, and when it fits its purpose, is real because nothing is more real than how you feel. I like to think my poetry speaks to anyone who reads. I like to think in general that poetry is far from the minimum, but the reality of it all tops the sadness, the drama, and the madness. I don't care if poetry is all I have left. I'm going to use it. It helps.
Creeping up they slowly take over your mind. Like a parasite, they come unexpected, attacking when the littlest sign of weakness appears. Eventually, it's day and night, 24/7, these vicious headaches enjoy your pain. Soon, the only thing you'll be saying is, "My head hurts. Oh, how I cherish headaches." Nightmares come about your brain being squeezed to a pulp. You wake up with a pounding migraine. The torture never ends. Creeping up, they slowly seep into your soul. Like a parasite, they come unexpected, attacking when the littlest sign of weakness appears.
We will now have Joshua Reed, Kyle Chin, and Tiana Condry.
Fire, a destructive power, created when a spark may fall, red-hot petals of a flower, climbs and force like a vine on a wall, makes cities a rubble shower. Something great made from one so small can spread fast or much slower. Fire is what you may call an emotion so sweet turned sour. A friend that's stood so tall will soon crumble and cower. As this strong feeling makes them ball a fist and hits you with a fiery tower, making you put up a wall, but you will be friends by the end of the hour. Crew when a spark may fall, red-hot petals of a flower, climbs in force like a vine on a wall, makes cities a rubble shower. Something great made from one so small can spread fast or much slower. A monster friends try to stall, anger, a destructive power.
The title of my poem is The Key to Success. The laws that govern poetry are often always set. A poet is not allowed to do whatever they want. The stress of writing a poem causes eyes to wet and leaves faces dead, morose, and gone. There are scenarios when frustration will take over the mind and anger explodes and rushes out. The paper is a canvas, white, clear, and blank, for no ideas or inspiration are around and about. Persevere, creating poetry is difficult and no easy feat. It is as challenging as starting a fire in the rain. Persevere, soon success shows up, the poem's complete. Persevere, mistakes are made through trials and pain. Poetry can be grievous and will seem unfair. Do not envy others' good fortune, you must realize. Only through hard work will one defeat despair and triumph with a masterpiece that is idolized.
Spring is here. The snow melts as the grass grows. The kids look at their lawns that have been mowed. The bees buzz around the honey as the white soft bunny crosses their path. The sun shines bright. The wind is very light. The trees sway to the breeze. The children play at the beach. The picnic baskets are out, and everyone is smiling all about. No one has any worries. Here's a squirrel that scurries. Chirp, chirp go the blue jays as they take a bath in the fountain beside the fern. The people watch the fire they made burn. These flies enjoy the wonderful dining as they watch all the people's half-eaten food on the ground lying.
Next, we have Carrington Bryant, Alexander Harris, and Ariana Chestnut.
My name is Ariana Chestnut. You wake up in the morning and look at the clock. Your life is beginning to start. When you get to school, you are being bullied. When you're home, you're afraid to go back to school. You try to run away, but you come back the next day. Life seems terrible for you. If those people only felt what they did to you, that your life didn't seem new. You think people hate you and your life was a mistake? I know who feels this way. I understand. This girl is speaking to you in third person point of view.
I'm proud to present our next three poets of the evening, Chikwela Kitam, Raksha Sridhar, and Aditya Hota.
Halloween. It is spooky, it is scary, all the parents are looking wary. All the kids are dressed up, there's a skull in the stump. There's candy on the porches, on the ground lay some torches. All the ghosts and ghouls come out, so don't be wandering all about.
My poem is called The Ripple of Time. Into the smooth, bright water a stone is tossed by one small boy whose day is nearly gone. The stone beneath small ripples now is lost, while on those ripples drifts a lovely swan. The fisher boy can see the bird's white wings have caught a glint of sunlight from the sky, and in the breeze they gleam while rippling. Beneath the swan a fish is passing by. Shining silver is reflected by the swan. The boy's sweet laughter ripples for the fish. Is caught just as the afternoon is done. Fulfilling his most fervent wish, one stone's throw, then the fish was on his line. Bright rewards appear on the ripple of time.
The title of my poem is Save Our Home. Our earth is a fragile jewel that all of us must prudently save. For some animals must cling for life because a home is what they crave. Their homes are quickly being captured as fast as the woods can fall. Animals' survival is a timer counting down. For them, we must stand tall. The forests that we uproot are large pieces of history. For each member that we tear down, we only erase a storytelling mystery. The animals are calling, as we are their only hope. The animals are calling, for with this disaster, we must help them cope.
Next, we will have Malcolm Newmeyer, Khadijah Ahmed, Ashish Pucha, Zaria Spell, and Zain Ahmed.
My poem is The Pop of Soda. There once was a pop that went pop. That was right after it dropped. But he was just a kid, and he went by Sid, but he was only collecting tops.
My poem is dedicated to my best friend, Thomasine Anderson Prayer. Okay. Friendship is the art that connects our heart. Our friendship is the silver lining of a charming story, shining brighter than the sun's light, like the light of a single star on a clear, chilly night. Friendship is the silver lining of a beautiful star, a source of happiness for my saddened soul, like the light of a star on a clear, chilly night, shining constantly, always, and forever. It guides me to my dreams, of pleasing dreams far ahead. May our friendship never end, or my dreams may fade away. As I stare out my window, deep into the galaxy, I search the stars and discover a new place, and my gaze drops to find you always there.
My poem is called Colors. Colors, we see them every day. We breed them, eat them with food, live amongst them. We compare them to others. We share them with others. You can mix them in arrangements. You can cite them as your favorites. You may make new ones, mix and match them with your favorites. Tricks are made by ones. You see these, you don't see these. The most real is what you can't see.
The poem that I will be reading is called Tell It to the World. Tell it to the world that you are here for a purpose, that you were sent here for a reason, a moment and for a cause. The sweet taste of reality it is, getting to see this rightful teacher every morning sitting there with her eyes devoted onto the computer screen, or simply the thought of that boy you hate who embarrassed you at the school dance, coming around the corner of the lockers to greet you with his dreadfully unique, "What's up?" Okay, let's get real. So my days at school aren't always the best. The thought of coming home to piles and piles of homework and anxious parents with your infuriating siblings, and waking up at 5 a.m. to do it all over again. What a nauseating coup. The definition of breathing, existing, remaining in the eyes of the Creator is simply spelled out in 3 words: eating, dancing, and laughing. So that sounds a little bizarre, but my folks never said life would be easy. Mom said life is beautiful. Dad said you'll enjoy it. Grandma said it will be as sweet as milk and honey, but never did they say it didn't have its salt and vinegar. The tanginess and bitterness of it will certainly be persistent. The saying goes on, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. My message for you, here you have it. Go with the flow, and if the water is too deep, find a raft.
My poem is called True Love. You can be a lover or you can be a hater, but you cannot cover if you really are in love with her. Love can be dangerous and it can be contagious, but true love is adventurous, just like climbing mountain ranges. Who said that love is possible? It is actually not quite plausible. For many, love is impossible. For me, it is imaginable. True love is hard to find and you have to be kind, because if you are unkind, you are most likely a disgrace to mankind. So if you give her a rose, prepare to propose.
The title of my poem is Doing What's Right. Living how you want to isn't a bad thing. You have to live right. You have to do what is necessary to have a good future. You write your future in ink. God will always lead you in the right direction, but getting there will be a fight. I'm walking in a good future. I am following the road to a future that is bright. Living life to the fullest isn't wrong, but don't forget what your goals are. Just think. Living how you want to live isn't a bad thing. You have to live right. Knowing and seeing your efforts pay off will be a beautiful sight. You will then know that you have made the right decisions in life, and you won't have to rethink. God will always lead you in the right direction, but getting there will be a fight. I'm going to school, getting education, and hanging out with the right people, and that will turn out to be a delight. Making 1-second decisions can affect you and your future in less than a blink. Living how you want to live isn't a bad thing. You have to live right. Don't lose sight of what is important to you. If you want it, fight for it with all your might. You can't let your goals go to waste because of one decision. Don't let them sink. God will always lead you in the right direction, but getting there will be a fight. If you do all that you can in paving a way in a good future, you will be all right. All of your accomplishments and goals will be at the end of the finish line in a great link. Living how you want to isn't a terrible thing. You have to live right. God will always lead you in the right direction, and never second guess that. But getting there will always be a fight, and never forget that.
That was Terrell Roby. Our next 5 people will be Kylie Fella, Ardini Clate, Faye Sarong, and Kate Powell and Grace Barr.
My poem is called Canvas. The picture worth 1,000 words, the artist worth 1,000,000. The paint settles in, becomes permanent, set in stone. Looking in the mirror, paint splattered, oohs and ahs from curious onlookers. They wonder, they judge, and they label. They examine every brushstroke. You sit there and hope they see the big picture, the big idea, and all you can do is assume they've gone beyond looks and have gone deep into purpose. There are times you reflect on your work. You ask yourself, what was I thinking? What have I done to myself? For those who portray the image, it is hard to show art that everyone loves. Criticism rolls in for every piece, and you second guess, you question yourself. Eventually the audience turns against you, and your art shows pain, and in turn you receive more. Why? They say it's because you teach people how to treat you. But how do you send a good message with art summoned from hurt and self-loathing? When the majority of your art comes only from when you hurt as a vent for your emotions. Others see it and you wonder why they treat you so badly. Paint splatter showing, your message set in stone, your soul and confidence in the hands of those who have learned to treat you only based on what you've taught them. You can't teach people how to treat you. You can only learn from your own art and spread it to those who don't see pain in your art but only see beauty. My poem's
My poem's called Beautiful Nightmare. I dream myself as I fall through the sky, floating downward, crying, for I will not live to see land, my hate for the world growing. The trees, swaying in the wind, growing and reaching, desperate for the sky, never touching the clouds of the heavens, though trying hard. The sea, waves crashing onto island shores, something I always loved, for I dream the sea's paradise every night in my sad dreams. For I will never ever visit my heavens again, they are dead to me, as I soon will be.
The name of my poem is called The Troll. As I sit behind a computer screen, I do something that will not get me seen. A hobby, you call it, a pastime, you say. I do this almost every day. I say, My Little Pony stinks. Brownies say, No, My Little Pony is awesome. Step off, you ugly possum. I say, At least I have a hobby. Your avatar looks like Dobby. I bet you live in a dumpster behind the lobby. That gets him angry. I cause a lot of damage in a short amount of time. I am annoying, like the brother you never wanted. You start yelling at me behind the computer screen. I lean and see what you have post. You act like you have seen a ghost. That made fun of you. I will call you losers and maybe even stinky trousers. I will annoy you from head to toe, from one person to 100 people. I loll at everyone's comments. Resistance is futile, so don't try to mess with my skills. As I am laughing on the floor and rolling, I hope you know that I will always be trolling.
Signs of fall. When summer's time runs to an end, the leaves turn bright with golden dyes, and the autumn season is just around the bend, the time for crisp apple pie. Harvest season has just begun, yellow wheat grains swaying, ever yielding under the fading sun, jumping in leaves and playing. Air transforming into cool, festivities added to the atmosphere. No more days spent relaxing by the pool, much happiness, spirit, and cheer. The kickoff for football begins the gorgeous season of fall.
My poem is called Good Book. An assembly of characters meets your eye, being introduced one by one, two by two, or at least only a few at a time. Courteous girls and cunning cats and foxes, daring damsels and fierce heroes. But now, egad, evil villains storm the stage. Friendly pups, silly scarecrows, and other funny little things remind us that good comedy relief is always nice to have, and hilarity is nice to see when things get kind of bad. In fact, doom is descending now, although there is a way out, an idea to lend. Jumping at the edge of our seats, we turn the page. Ketchup is there, or is it blood? Although it remains hard to tell. Lying am I if tell you I do that. Maybe it is ketchup, but never you know. Nevertheless, the good escapes the bad, only for a little while, as then, while proudly the heroes happily settle down. Quietly the evil creeps in again, but is rightly defeated again and silently vanquished, tremorously so, undeviously by the great heroes. Very great indeed. Wildness is part of this whole zany fun, and an extremely good book with an ending that can be yawningly discovered that the ending's bad because we don't want this journey to end.
Our next lucky five are Anna Taylor, Uliana Shumnik, Rami Pandley, Sophia Artman, and Michaela Perry.
Clouds. Clouds in the atmosphere against a pale aquamarine backdrop slowly drift across the horizon. People with their eyes beholding the view above enjoy the magnificent panorama.
My poem is called Your Swing is Empty.
Your grass has grown tall. You haven't mowed it in a while. It reminds me of you, daring, risking, without limits, free. I remember when you ate 6 popsicles. You passed out, but you insisted on finishing the dare. 4 more went down. Gray is the sky. It's about to cry, just like on the day you left. It started raining so hard that you got swooshed away. We'd play tag. You were everywhere. You ran away. I waited for you to come back. I've been here for a while. You wrote a letter, short, sad, but true, with your left hand, to be exact. You even left me some candy. You flew free. To you, candy was color. Without it, everything would be gray. Baseball wasn't your sport. Life was. And mine, you're out. Gone like the candy you used to eat. I'd blink, and we'd be out of candy. I remember when we thought we'd run away, live on our own, but now you're gone, and all is gray. We wrote our names on that wall in the back. It's been a while, but I can still see the pink dry chalk. We were then 3. I still remember. We held the world, and then you left. The world crumbled and fell on me when you left. I felt as if I got a concussion, like in your swing. The lights went out. That swing was our place. We spent days there. There we were free. We would talk there and drink our tea. We'd get away from it all. I wished every day that you'd come back just for a little while. When it rained, you'd pretend it was raining dreams. You hated the color gray. We used to make fun of Sue. She was always so melancholy and gray. I felt bad. I saw her cry once. I stopped when you left. You said you'd write to me. I wrote. You haven't replied in a while. I wonder if you have a new best friend, one that you can't live without. I have some friends, but you are missing. Why did you go away? To see the sights, to try new things, the color of it all, to fly free. You've taught me how to fly. I feel the color of it all, the freedom. But with you, I was too happy. I never knew the color gray. I understood all it had to give when the moving truck drove away. I went to your swing and sat until I saw the letter on the left. It told me all you had to say. It had 3 words. Then out I ran and learned to fly. Stay colorful, it said. It's been a while. You set me free. You taught me how to fly. I know why you left. Now I love the color gray. It reminds me of you. I fly out now and then to look at the color for a while.
Okay. Think back. Dang it. Okay. If you may, concentrate. Think 7 years ago, when you were young again. Where were you? Were you in a classroom or in the car? Do you remember who you were? Are you the same person? That little kid that wanted to fit in, or the little kid with all the toys? Did you have a person to cry on, or were you that person? The teddy bear everyone loved. And when you go to sleep, you know you made a person happy. Well, you are that person. I was too. And when I was in my darkest hour, you helped me. So I say thank you.
People aren't the same, they never will be. Maybe just by the name, never like you or like me. We have different backgrounds, different places we go, our accent and how we sound, knowledge and what we know. Everyone is unique, like the world in every way. We all have a different path to seek and different words to say. Different languages to speak, different ways to say hello, from kisses on the cheek to all the ways you know. Goodbyes can be tears, I'll never see you again, at least for a couple more years, I'll try as soon as I can.
Our next 5 poets of the evening are Anyame Coleman, Rita Darji, Meet Dave, Natalie Jones, and Sydney Palmer.
A demon came to this one and called me friend, to which I replied, I don't have any. She laughed wickedly and said it again, and I thought of my mother, punched through them, not at them, so I did. Now here I am in front of a devil. I know this devil like the back of my hand. I've been here before. making deals and compromises. But this time, it's my pound of flesh she wants. Punch through them, not at them. So I did. I find a different hell, one that I like better, but still, I feel nothing. There are sirens all around me, but I'm much too proud to be deceived. The goblins quite interest me, though. I don't particularly like them. One I brag to, yet have the most problems with. Today I went blind, but an angel, dressed in white, saved me. The sirens snicker at me, and it burns until I feel nothing. Punch through them, not at them, so I did. Only 2 angels came to me after all of this, but they did enough for me. Now here I am, a ghost back to life, remembering a pencil and feeling. Different sirens, yet still the same. Punch through them, not at them, but I don't.
The silent tension is released with the brilliant light, penetrating the darkness and all that used to be known. Morning dawns upon the world, enabling sight, and washing away the fears that gloom would steal the throne. Peeking out cautiously from its snowy veil of white, its ears, once unsealed, welcoming the usual daily drone of sounds, all while carefully opening in cautious delight, for the delicate petals of ivory were all it would ever own. Brushing its sides like silky strands in flight, the wind danced about it as it was blown from the heavens above, always ready to excite anyone who joined in its song of unexpected tone. Heat rained onto it from such a great height, and Wormdala could touch within its zone of power as it reigned over the world, ready to unite the land with the radiance it would generously loan. Surrounding it were the musical instruments of might, their emerald blades meant solely to clone the sweet song of the passing air and to invite all who wanted to hear the pieces they would intone. And in the midst of nature's story, there was quite the treaty between the 4, all vowing to postpone their personal wants and to strive for what was right, for all to uphold peace and their promises sown. Not long after, the one's expression became tight, as a new emotion seeped into its heart, sinking like a stone, when it filled with a strange ire, all despite its agreement it had thought would never make it moan. Soon, the luminous light was preparing for the kite of deceit, who was not willing to atone for its actions. The bittersweet blaze joined the fight, and the brewing storm of chaos raged like a cyclone. Unsure and unsecure, the ivory beauty was coursing with fright, afraid of the thunderous battle, yet hoping someone would bemoan their despicable decisions. Havoc was all, and not a single contrite made it to his trembling ears, meaning the folly had only grown. Roots upturned, still flashing back to the world's blight, the ivory innocence would never be able to condone the ignorance that stung like a venomous bite, that left it alone and took away all it would ever own. Creeping in with the heavy drapes of dusk was the night, hoping to obscure the scene of nature's broken bone. Silence stole over a land with shattered hearts from a plight. Peace was finally restored, but doubt had not yet flown. The silent tension was released with the brilliant light, penetrating the darkness and all that used to be known. Morning used to dawn upon the world, enabling sight, but never did wash away the fears that gloom would steal the throne.
Playing football is a magnificent game, but it's hard to get into the Hall of Fame. Perseverance is key. Perseverance will set you free. Poetry is not an easy task. Poetry will write while it makes you ask. The game is difficult to play. It challenges players and makes them happy. Crafting is like jumping a tall wall. Just do your best and do not fall. Bad choices can make you feel dumb, but trying your best will make it come. Playing football is a magnificent game, but it's hard to get into the Hall of Fame.
The rosin smells so sweet to me, like a poisoned rose, and the sleek wooden bow in my hands runs across the strings. My fingers run across the strings like faithful musical servants at my beck and call. The music makes me feel alive, and when we play the last note, my stomach churns and my face and body get the chills, and all my acts and feelings fade away as my brow furrows and my smile fades to a look of utter concentration. And now, in that perfect moment, I know that this is why I'm here.
It's right or wrong, there is no in-between. With formulas short or long, you can always find the mean. Follow the order of operations and you will always be right. They are the regulations, and if you don't follow them, they will bite. Equations simple or complex, this is everywhere, no doubt. The rules will not flex, for they are backed up and stout. This is, of course, math. Do it right or feel its wrath.
Coming to the stand next, we will have Attila Solker, Jamia Pye, Darius Davis, Malik DeWint, and Olivia Knight.
It stands as still as a lifeless tree, scaring away the fish that swim by. Its majestic looks live as long as the eye can see. It is ready to hunt with its neck up high. In the cold night, it snuggles in the warmth of its feathers. It slowly moves its neck muscles. His name begins with the seventh letter as he preys on the hard-shelled mussels. He waits again for more prey to come near. Fish are aware of this great danger. The long-necked hunter, however, has nothing to fear. His beauty is admired by a passing park ranger. Who is this hunter with the spear bill? It is the great blue heron that lives between the hills.
I used to have a love, but now he's gone, and I felt this pain for oh so long. Oh, how I wish he stayed as I watched him walk away. As he walked away, everything disappeared, including our love. If only everything stayed, but everything is gone, and it'll be so long until I just say, away with the pain. Now it has increased, oh this pain, it won't go away, it'll take long to have all this back, all this love, but I guess it'll forever be gone. It'll never stay. But it has stayed. Now everything is back, and the pain is all gone. It has gone away, and oh how I feel the love. It's been so long. Oh, how long is this love going to stay? How long are you going to stay, my love? Did you also feel the pain? Why did you go away, or are you still gone? Turns out he is gone. I guess I was imagining all along. He will forever stay away, and this pain will forever stay. I hope he can feel my pain. He will now never have my love. Now all the color is gone, and it's been so long that you have stayed away. I wish the hope I had never stayed, and that I never felt this pain. I hope I find another love. In the end, he was gone, and the pain stayed, and there is this long-lasting pain as he stayed away, and the love never came.
My dog Blue will always be loved. In my heart, he will never be shoved. Every day I think of you, even when I have the flu. Of all the fun we had, it was spending it with my comrade. You weren't like a normal dog. You even knew how to catch a frog. Mom wanted you cremated. I told her you'd be violated. I wanted you close to me so you could be free. We had you buried in the backyard, so then I was scarred. When I sat down beside you, you and I were stuck like glue. We played tug of war, but only with the 2x4. You would follow me everywhere I went, even when I slept in a tent. You'd follow me to school. When I came home, you were waiting for me, and that's what made you cool. But now that you're buried in our lawn, everything we did is now gone.
The nature of life. When I think of nature, it reminds me of green trees. The call of Mother Nature hums like bumblebees. The wings of birds soaring through the sky gives a fresh feeling of a herd, being freed and left to fly. Leaves colors changing day by day, glowing colors of bright yellow, orange, and red. The happiness these leaves bring will eventually go away, like rusting on a bike. Soon the leaves will be dead. But what I like most of all are those green trees that are big and tall.
We are all stuck in a steel cage. It fills our heart with joy, love, and rage. We cry oceans into our palms, but we are all sharing this area, so we best keep ourselves calm. Life is a beautiful thing, about as pretty as a dove, and it's best to share your times with the ones you love. Life is forever. Ha, that's a lie, because we are all waiting patiently for our times to die. But clear your mind from this eerie thought and realize life is best when life is sought. Live every day like it's your last. Don't fret over things from your past. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery. Don't let your emotions run you and you'll be fine. You'll live a life of joy, luxury, indeed quite divine. We're all stuck in a steel cage. It fills our heart with joy, love, and rage.
Our next readers will be Cole Connolly, Kevin Earnshaw, Covey Washington, Karthik Maturla, and Nikesh Patel.
There once was a man named Barry. He was very hairy. He liked his toes that he sniffed with his nose. He does this while eating a cherry.
The wind in my face, blowing in my mouth and my nose, leaving with a chill.
Let the music flow. Let it fly high. Let it be your guide. Let it blow in the wind. Let it blow in the sky. And let it do its magic. Let everyone behold. The music never lets down. Let it clear your mind. Let it make your soul shine. Let it touch your heart. Let it drain your sadness. Let it bring out the inner you. It accepts everyone. Let it make the bad times good. Let it make the good times better. Let it bring families closer. Music is the best healer.
It started with a life, a puzzle, toughest to unravel. The greatest reward, happiness. The trick is merely to believe. Don't give up, waiting for life to solve itself, waiting to die. The purpose of life is in your hands. Pursue your ideas. Torments circle your mind, thriving on your unconfident self. I failed my way to success. The puzzle mocks you, deceiving truth from lie. To say one would lay and cry and sit and wait for the years to go by. Live. You have one life to give and a future ahead. Make mistakes along the way. I failed my way to success. The trick is merely to believe.
I guess this is what it is when someone cares for you this much. It is 100% and I'm 100% back. She loves me, arranges the food I eat, can recreate a lovable moment, not annoying like my sister, housing 3 kids and looks beautiful, protecting a family, attending all academic things, telling the truth, enjoys being around me, lovable, considerate, and a mother. If there were words to describe you, it wouldn't be as good as mine. Happy early birthday, Mom.
Next are Jordan Fowler, David Zodi, Vanessa Lawn, Jordan Lipman, and Quinn Newborn.
I see you each and every day. You help me in every way. In my decisions, you always have a say. I'm so thankful to have you. You're always there for me. It's me and you, together we. You're so great to me. You guide me through so many things. You keep me up like a bird's wings. I just want you to know that I'm thankful to have you. I'm so glad I have you. Mom, I love you.
Life is like a candy. It's sweet and hard, yet it's still yummy. When it tastes like a card, it's just off. When we work together, it tastes as good as a rainbow, with all the colors and tastes in the world. Thank you.
Out of mind, out of sight. What we say despite the proof around us. So I say with all my might, look into my eyes. Don't you see the light? But that is not what they want to see. But to the contrite, darkness comes out and comes sight of the future and the past. Not all of us, not quite, but given enough time we'll all plight to reveal the monstrosity. So we ride into the night, because today we fight the monsters within ourselves.
Summer, so special, so steaming, so hot. Time goes by so fast, never to last. Although there is little time, have fun, make a splash. Fall, work to be done. The students act like wild boars. The teachers despise this. They think we're a chore. But we will see the friends we very much adore. Winter, Ho, ho, ho! It's cold, so Santa comes with presents for everyone, never through the door. We go to our childish ways again. For 2 more weeks, school is no more. Spring. Life comes, life rejoices. The 4th and final season awaits. Although so short, so full of life. Winter's over with frigid cold nights. Alas, the 4 seasons came to an end. 4 more await right around the bend. But be happy, for your life isn't at its end.
In the clearing of an aged wood, the Fae danced because they could, and they sang to us words like honey, and they promised us love and life and money. In pastel petals did they sing, the colors pleasing to their king. He smiled with kind green eyes, the kind that always tell no lies. Their pixie dance enthralled us all, our eyes glued to the mystic ball. Dance with us, move your feet, just sway along and catch the beat, they sang. We can give you the desires of your heart, while twirling no one can be tart, they sang. They dance with force and grace, while we mortals land flat on our face. But I dance still, wanting their words more than the land to till. Twirling, prancing, jumping high, I was stuck to the earth while they went to the sky. And when my feet could dance no more, and death came knocking at the door, they cocked their heads with foxes smiled, laughing with their eerie wiles. Wanted to touch the moon, the fool, could have stayed home with wife and mule. Their laughter made the other fools shiver, and they woke up while the flutes did quiver. But I watched as the flutes picked up, and their king drank blood from his silver cup. They had never spoken false in their tittering little waltz, but I wished I'd never heard them sing or been to their little fairy ring.
Our next 5 poets of the evening are Kayleigh Mitchell, Townsend Porcher, Kiara Thompson, Sarah Jeffries, and Rithik Gavala.
Still here. Yeah, she's the girl you call ugly, but yet she's still here. You laugh at her to hide the pain she's feeling beneath her veins, but yet she's still here. You pushed her into the locker when she doesn't have anything to block her, but yet she's still here. Now she commits suicide, and now you forced her to die. So now that you pushed her to the limit, she took her own life. She is not here, and you are forced to live with the guilt, pain, and the shame that you put her through.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to his house. Why did the chicken cross the road? The dictator told him to. Why did the chicken cross the road? He couldn't cross the street. Why did the chicken cross the road? Fire trucks are red. Why did the chicken cross the road? There has to be a punchline. Why did the chicken cross the road? Someone must know the answer. Why did the chicken cross the road? It can't be a mystery forever. Why did the chicken cross the road? Will someone please tell me? Why did the chicken cross the road? Is there an explanation? Why did the chicken cross the road? Is there no solution? Why did the chicken cross the road? The world will never know. Why did the chicken cross the road?
This is a poem I wrote for my great-grandmother who passed away a couple months ago. She has been gone to a different place, although not for long, I miss all her grace. We used to talk about lots of things. We used to walk, you let me wear your rings. Whenever I saw you, I jumped for joy. Even being called ornery was like a new toy. It's better than being without you. But why should I be sad or mad instead of glad because you are in a better place? I miss you, Grandma Dorothy. Thank you.
A gentle breeze blows, coming from the east. Sometimes dying down, it puts me at ease. The birds are flying, I lay in the green grass, soft like a pillow. Hide and seek the squirrels play, in and out of trees. Blue jays hop around me, a butterfly kind and sweet. I look at the grasshoppers who hop by me. I want to stay and play. I never want to leave. I know the city is open for me, but this playground of animals never questions my doubts of leaving. Relaxing, laying, staying. I wish I could stay, but time is nearing for me to leave. Until then, I will watch the valley where mornings are wet with dew, and the wind is like a xylophone beating at my heart, never growing apart from the zoo of dreams.
Fall leaves. Falling to the ground, I watch a leaf settle down in a bed of brown.
Our next presenters are Jack Briertz, Carson Jones, Sarah Halbert, Tatiana Panina, and Enea Rayner.
Because I choose to. The world is a big place full of many people, places, and things that can be explored by any if you choose to. People and places and things, they're everywhere you look. If you choose to, you can see everything in the world. They're everywhere you look, people that need help. You could see everything in the world but not help a single person. People that need help could be helped by you, or you could not help a single one. It's your choice, you choose. It could be helped by you in many ways. It's your choice, you choose, but I choose to help. In many ways, you could help people. Because I choose to help, because I believe it's the right thing to do. You could help people. The world is big and full of many, but I choose to help because I choose to.
My nights were always a nightmare of swords and explosions and pain. I barely lived through them, but that isn't now. Long ago, I was banished from my village of birth. I was framed for stealing some gold and jewels. I had to survive on my own, but that isn't now. I was attacked every night. I was injured by monsters. If I survived until daybreak, I was safe, but that isn't now. I found another village. They took me in. They offered me shelter and food, which I gladly accepted, but that isn't now. I started a mine outside that village. I now have many materials. I will soon become the village protector with diamond weapons, but that isn't now. I wonder when I will be able to return home. I was only banished for 2 short years. There isn't that long to wait, but that isn't now. I am now in bed, lying awake, thinking of all of these things. I wonder if there is anyone or anything in control. My father always said that I was a survivor. I am a warrior by necessity, but I am my father's son at heart. That is now and forever.
"28 days. 28 days, 13 since I mentioned it. 27 days, 26 since I cried about it. 26 days, 1 day since I marked it. 25 days, an hour since I thought about it. 24 days, 3 since I imagined it. 23 days, 28 days since we knew about it. 22 days, 24 or so since we talked about it. 21 days, a few hours since I wrote this about it. 19 days, a few since I sincerely thought about it. 18 days, 27 since I pushed for an answer about it. How many now? 9 days? 0 since I wrote about it.
To say goodbye. One sullen night, I lay there thinking, with my shivering eyelids sinking down over my sleepless eyes. Death was sitting in the chair, sole friend to my despair, calm and casual as could be. I'd been crying out all night to weary nurses clad in white, pleading, weeping, hoarse-voiced, for my child to join my side. They promised me they had tried, said the phone was never answered. As I tracked back through years, from my cheeks grew trembling tears. Her small hand had banished fear, cleared despair, and cured my wrath. Through her darkness cut a path. Year by year I watched her grow, growing taller, wiser, stronger, She would hold my hand no longer. With silent sorrow, I let her go. As off into the world went she took away a piece of me, but never did she leave my heart. Death now rose from his seat, approaching me on silent feet, but his offers I refused, for I pledged I would not die until I told my child goodbye.
We will now have Ania Rayner, Alias Sarar, Kaushik Shankar, Gabrielle Manzano, and Mamie Odom.
Looks are quite deceiving. Only take but the eye of the seeker to truly take in what a beautiful scene it may be. Do you seek an ocean full of sea, or the experience you feel when heaven and earth meet? Open your eyes and picture what you dream to reveal what may be unseen. Is it a present or a gift? What is the difference? Unleash your bittersweet makeup, or take in the unexpected friend you may see. Is it a friend or is it a foe? Does it protect you like a shield or guide you like a doe? What shall you do while a dilemma awaits? Will you step up to the plate? A smile is my makeup and is more magnificent than a star can shine, or how fast a heart can beat before the 2.5 line. Look at me, please. You cannot escape the heat of my wave. Only those who can will grow from a spouse once again. Don't be judged, little deceiving. Looks can be deceiving.
The falls. Hundreds of tons of water barreling down every day. These waves, packed with tremendous fury as they plummet down to their depths. They have the strength like a lion and the beauty of a first snow. They are crushing, smashing, and hitting their strength against the rocky bottom. They have hidden in their anger too long, and now it's time to let it out. It's time to let out all the anger, the stress, the worry. Let it out and get the feeling of relief. Who knew that something so beautiful could have such great anger concealed inside of it? Let it out.
What does a soccer ball do? We think of it as a ball you kick around, but the soccer ball's done more than that. The soccer ball brings the world together. Black, white, small or tall. In soccer, it all disappears. In soccer, it matters how you play the ball. It's not about how you appear. Your skin tone is nothing but a color any true human can look past. If you look past the skin, do we not bleed the same color? Soccer overlooks your appearance. It looks at what's in the inside. Appearance doesn't matter. What matters is your pride.
There's always one you'll never forget, the one you've shared many memories, the one you thought you would never regret, the relationship that had no boundaries. The memories we shared stay on my mind, everything had never made us frown. Our love was one of a kind, but it left, disappeared, vanished, came crumbling down. We both thought it was true love. You would always put a smile on me. I guess that's not what he wanted, up above. Apparently it just wasn't meant to be. Should we start again, all brand new, or should we leave it alone, as we intended to do?
Though one person may change and the eye cannot see, why, love can't exchange, and neither can we. Others can try to split apart the true love's true goal, but none can go back to the start, no matter how far from the soul. Love, the true wonder, can never be severed, and even if it has gone under, it will still last forever. When I first met you, I knew it was clear. I will love you for eternity, more than a year.
Our next readers are Dia Mitupali, Jawad Khan, Annabelle Chaplin, Amanda Wyman, and Ashish Satyavarapu.
You open your eyes when dawn has broken. You begin to realize without a word being spoken. You knew when you heard that knock on the door, the meaning inferred when I walked across the floor. For I've searched the world over again for a treasure perched, a confidant and friend, You opened the door for yourself to see. I think you knew by now that it would be me.
Mom, the one and only. Mom, you are a wonderful mother, so gentle yet so strong. The many ways you show you care always make me feel like I belong. You're patient when I'm foolish. You give guidance when I ask. It seems you can do most anything. You're the master of every task. You're a dependable source of comfort. You're my cushion when I fall. You help in times of trouble. You support me whenever I call. I love you more than you know. You have my total respect. If I had my choice of mothers, you would be the one I would select.
Oh, little sister, you are so sweet. You make me laugh, you are as sweet as a tree. One day you will be as tall as a giraffe. You make my day with your giggles, your smiling face so bright. Your favorite dance is where you wiggle, and you are so polite. You jump, you laugh, you kick, you even make me scream. You poke and lick and pick, but you are as sweet as banana cream. Oh, little baby, I love you so much. I can tell you have a warm heart, even to the touch. Spring, fresh, new, growing, warming. Green, lively, brown, dying. Dying, blowing, cooling. Yellow, orange. Fall.
Universe. It holds all, even time and space, how our life depends on it. I write this poem in it, worth anything anyone has. Shall everything behold the universe's conception. It has no solution, like 1 plus infinity equals infinity plus 1, expanding like a marshmallow in a microwave, being the center of your own universe, we are the universe.
Our next 5 Falcons of the night are Jaleesa Ramsey, Jose Martin, Brooke Sharp, Sophia Mariona Gonzalez, and Malachi Burke.
My mom is like the sunrise, my grandma is like the sunset. They're both dearly to me. We laugh, play, giggle every day. We love each other with all our heart. We will never turn on each other, even if death do us part.
This is to my mom. All I see is you. You shine bright like a diamond. When darkness comes upon me, you blow it away so I can breathe. Your eyes are pretty as the blue moon. You make me want to swim in the pool. When I cry in the middle of the night, you keep me warm and hold me tight. When I see you crying and without pride, I come racing to be by your side. I thank God that you are here by me so you can see the pretty young lady I'm becoming to be. When you smile, you light up the whole house. When you smile at me, you light up like a Christmas tree. When you put on your favorite perfume, it smells like flowers getting ready to bloom. When you sing your favorite song, you make everyone want to sing along. When you strut your stuff down the hall, you make me want to say, that's my mom. I'm so happy you're my mom, and I thank you for everything. Love you.
Stand up and be you. Fight for what you have. Don't give up on what you're fighting for. Stay strong and show them you're here to take on the fights and troubles. Never back down, because if you put your mind to it, you can achieve it. Believe in yourself, never give up. Live your life the way you want. You're going to face hard times, but believe in yourself and push forward.
You and I will always be together. We are one, and we will be like this forever. This is how love is done. The way you smile will always cheer me up. It gives me the energy to run a mile. You are even cuter than a newborn pup. Our love will always be, whether or not you think so. You must choose to believe. What? Will you really sing so low and break up with me underneath this tree?
Sometimes it's hard to dig deep. Sometimes it's really hard to sleep. With mom and dad yelling and failing,
I'm wondering how my dad's a blessing. I'm still guessing. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what a man I will be.
Anything is possible by the time that you're with me. Come and visit my beautiful dandelion trees. Everything is edible, fantastic to the eye. Gardens heavy with flowers, heavenly, they never die. Individable friendships, jubilant as well. Kinship has a stronghold, loving here is swell. My imagination never encounters troubles, on account of the possibilities are that of infinity. Questions all are answered, responsibilities are taken care of. Specialness is prized, troubles there are none. Under the giant sycamore tree, venom is not poisonous. Yahoos are extinct, zoos are not needed, the animals all roam free. That was Tia Ganju. The next people that are be presenting will be Cassie Hedrick, Barar Ahmed, Michelle Waldman, and Jarrett Winterberry. I'd like to dedicate this poem to all the friends I've made at Fairview. Always laughing, filled with joy, I love them. Having friends like mine is better than a new toy. We're always saying, remember Ren. Friends are like a precious gift. They are not meant to be thrown away. They are always with you. They are the heroes that save our day. They are always by your side. They will always stick by me. Even though sometimes they throw you around like a roller coaster ride, together we're unstoppable. Yes, I said we. I love them so. They're amazing. That's all I want them to know.
We will now have Tasia Ganju.
Okay, my poem is called Stars. It's a haiku. Shines bright in the night sky is full of them, unseen during day. I'm done.
My poem is being bullied. I am being bullied. I wonder what did I did. I hear bad names. I see tears. I want to have fun. I am being bullied. I pretend to be friends. I feel hatred. I worry. Will this stop? I cry. Why is this happening? I am being bullied. I say what is wrong. I dream. What did I do?
My poem is called Truth Untold. The red rose melted into a bleeding heart and whispered, my true colors are now shown. The sly sword and trapping tails tore apart the broken eyes that should have known. Hidden in the shadows, the intruder walks on as they feed upon the victim's unspoken soul. As natural as breathing, old friends become fond of this intruder, and the victim is left untold. The intruder plants more seeds that it will soon feed on their pain, their misery, their tears. How could the torture never be seen as welcoming arms turn into daytime fears? Tired of just hearing their own weeps and woes, the old forgotten mute now shout. But old friends are now new foes, and what once was trust is now many doubts. How could they not see the mask and the pain that they are feeding? That in the end there is a much bigger task to stop a rose from bleeding.
Hello. So my poem is titled Time. Everything is forever. Some think this is true, but don't they also say that time has really flew? Even after you live and die, and when the world ends, time will always be, all the way until the end, and even after then. But wait, before you go, I want you to know, you only live once, YOLO.
And now we will have Daniela Rodriguez and Mara Bernstein and Keon Bahmani.
Hello. We decided to do a rap instead.
Titled The Economic Truth. Drop me a beat.
Wake up, wake up.
I may be young, but there's lots of things I know. Our economy is bad, it's really so. I'll tell you about it. For show. We spend a lot of money on things we don't need. Not a lot of good, just a lot of greed. We got a lot of debt, we gotta pay it off. We're going too slow, slower than a sloth. Obama ain't the problem, Bush did nothing. Palin shoots bears, but life's not fair. We'll tell you how to fix it, it's really quite simple. Listen to our words, we have to be nimble. We gotta stop spending, we gotta start saving. We have to work together, we can't be misbehaving. This ain't about politics or where you're from. It's about the future for generations to come. Land of the free, home of the brave. We're smarter than you, so we're gonna save our economy. We out!